Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reading Reddit with Amber. Today I have another batch of outrageous stories for you from r/Am I the Jerk. Shout out to the people who sent in suggestions for today's video. Our first story is, Am I the jerk for telling my sister to reimburse me for half the cost of my wedding from 10 years ago? My younger sister got engaged a couple of months before the virus hit. Neither of us are close with our parents, and we are the only siblings. I am 7 years older and more established in my career. My sister and her fiancé struggle financially, which is to be expected as they are just starting out. I am not rich by any means, but have always done my best to help them when I can, groceries, rent, etc., because I know that they would never get any help from our parents. When they announced their engagement, prior to the virus, I was happy for them, and offered to help them with some of the wedding costs and throwing a bridal shower. Then the virus hit, and all plans came to a grinding halt. My sister is incredibly impatient and doesn't think before she acts. She has asked about the bridal shower numerous times. I told her that we could not do this right now due to what was going on, and also that my financial situation has changed, and I would not be comfortable spending this money until my work hours were back to normal. I also have bills and kids that need to come first. She got angry that I was, quote, unsupportive just like our parents, which ticks me off immensely as I have done a lot for her. And she decided to elope at City Hall a couple of weeks ago. They didn't bother to tell anyone and just made a rude and dramatic post about it on Facebook. Not that anyone cares, but we got married today, blah blah blah, and then went on to berate individual family members in the comments. No surprise that she ruffled quite a few feathers with this. She is not the first family member to elope, so the eloping wasn't the issue. I got a message from her earlier asking me about when we were having the bridal shower. I told her that we weren't, and that bridal showers are for before weddings. No one would go now anyways. She got upset again, and made a comment about how she had not received any wedding gifts yet either. I told her that she likely wouldn't be getting anything, as not only is it not customary to send a gift when someone elopes, but she's acting like an entitled jerk. She panicked. I guess she had been banking on these gifts, and then suggested that since I received over $6,000 worth of gifts 10 years ago, I should have to give her half, and also still give her the money I was going to for the wedding, and that she had quit her job after the wedding because she thought she was getting this money. Here's where I might be the jerk. I lost my temper with her entitled behavior. I refused to give her any more money. In my opinion, she should not have quit her job. I also told her that I'd write her a check for half of the gifts as soon as she paid half of the cost of my $40,000 wedding. Now she's whining on Facebook about how I'm petty, and now she can't afford her rent. I'm going to say that OP is not the jerk here. She agreed to help her sister pay for her wedding and bridal shower, and when the sister eloped, it nullified the whole paying for a wedding thing. It was reckless for the sister to quit her job, and OP is under no obligation to hand her cash that was earmarked for, say, the wedding venue. Our next story is, Am I the jerk for giving kids vegan meat? My family isn't really vegan. We eat fish and cheese, but try not to eat pork, beef, and chicken. Anyway, my children had friends, so I decided to cook something to feed 8 hungry kids. I made nuggets and fries. The kids loved them. They asked where I got them because they wanted their parents to buy the same kind. I told them the brand and that they were vegan. The kids thought it was funny because they were so good. The next day, I woke up to several texts from a mom, she's a parent to 2 of the kids that were at my house, asking why I don't ask her before I fed her children weirdo food. That now her boys want to eat more vegan food. I apologized, saying that I didn't think it was a problem, but she called me a jerk because I probably turned her kids vegan. I can understand her anger, but I don't understand why I'm the jerk. The boys didn't get sick and they enjoyed the nuggets. And now I want some veggie nuggets. I'm going to say that OP is not the jerk here. My general opinion is that if you don't want your kids to be fed something when someone else is watching them, You need to let that person who's hosting them know. The mom in question never communicated to OP that she did not want her kids eating vegan meat. Also, the ingredients in vegan meat are probably ingredients that the kids are eating anyway, since they're made primarily from plants. If the kids are eating a balanced diet, they're already getting lots of vegan foods without even realizing it. Our next story is, am I the jerk for denying my parents access to my room while changing? So I know it sounds weird, but let me explain. Due to the virus, I had to move from campus to my parents' house again. Since I moved back, I started to have a major argument with my parents. My parents often come into my room due to various reasons. I feel like they are looking for reasons to come into my room. Since it started annoying me, I started to lock my door to ensure my privacy. So one day I was changing in my room after a shower, and my mother wanted to come into my room. I told her to wait because I was changing, and she got mad because she wanted to come in now. I told her I don't want her to see me while changing and that she had to wait. She got mad at me for this because she thinks it's disrespectful toward our relationship. When I told her I simply don't want anybody to watch me changing, she called me a hypocrite because I have pictures in my bikini on my Instagram. When I said these are two different things, because in that one scenario I want to be seen and I'm giving my consent to the viewer, and in the other I'm trying to be alone and I don't want to be seen. She simply said it's her house and her rules, and if I want to continue living with them, my door has to be unlocked all the time. I simply told her I'd rather move out again and try to pay for my own place than to continue living with someone who doesn't value my privacy. She thinks I'm dramatic and overreacting and damaging our relationship due to something so minor, but I really feel devalued in my privacy. Not the jerk. It is fully possible to post bikini pictures and still want privacy to get dressed in your own room. These two are not equivalent, and I think OP does a good job explaining why they aren't. And honestly, I don't understand why as a parent you would feel compelled to walk in while your child is changing. That just seems really, really weird. The mom is the one damaging the relationship for trying to take away her daughter's ability to get dressed in private. Our last story for the day is, am I the jerk for throwing away my girlfriend's blanket? I'm a 26-year-old male, and I moved in with my girlfriend, who's a 24-year-old female, a couple of months ago. Back when I was setting my stuff in the bedroom, she revealed to me that she still sleeps with a baby blanket. I got weirded out about it, and she explained that she needs the texture for comfort, calling it a sensory device. Yeah, she does have autism, Asperger's I think, and keeps it in her purse when she goes out in case she needs to touch it to calm down. She even confessed that she had it in her purse when we started dating. I've always known my girlfriend is autistic and can have childish quirks. I'm fine with her collecting plushies, but this was disturbing to me. For the past couple of months, I just get weirded out watching her spread it over her pillow every night before bed. I feel like I'm in bed with a little girl and it just grosses me out. It's just a turnoff. A couple days ago, I just couldn't take it anymore. When my girlfriend left to visit her parents, since she left it behind, I threw her blanket in the outside trash. When we got ready for bed, she was looking for it and asked me where it was. I didn't lie to her and told her the truth. I told her that I find it really creepy and disturbing that a grown woman still sleeps with and carries around a blankie. I told her she's not a child and she needs to let go of childish things. After I told her that, she blew up at me saying I was ableist and shaming her for being autistic and that it was her coping device. She said she was just going to buy another one and I said I would break up with her if she did. She ended up crying. I just walked out. When I talked to my friends, they agreed it was weird she still has a blanket and laughed at the situation. I tried to call her and text her, and she's told me she's staying with her parents over the Thanksgiving weekend and wants me out. I honestly don't think what I did was that bad. I was just trying to help her. I mean, my friends were making fun of her. Sleeping with a blanket at her age is weird. Was I the jerk? OP is 100% the jerk for so many reasons. Now, if you don't know a lot about autism, I'd recommend checking out Yo Samdy Sam. She's an autistic YouTuber and she does fantastic videos explaining autism. I'll link to her channel below. It is not uncommon for people with autism to develop coping mechanisms to help them stay calm in high stress or high stimulation environments. I don't want to get into the neurophysiology at play here, but for some people, having something soft to touch, like a blanket, can have a calming effect. There's nothing childish about having a tool to help you stay calm. Lots of people need some sort of aid to help them navigate the world, and this blanket is one such aid. Throwing out the girlfriend's blanket is not so different from flushing someone's anxiety meds, and shows that OP is more concerned about his image than he is about his girlfriend's well-being. Also, talking to his friends about this was a hugely jerky move. She told OP about this blanket in private, and he chose to use it to make her the laughingstock of his friends. OP's girlfriend deserves a better partner who will love her as she is. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving it a like or letting me know in the comments. I post new videos twice a week, funny or outrageous ones on Wednesdays, and spooky ones on Sundays. You can also catch more of me on Thursdays as a co-host over on Brian's Advice. I'll link to his channel below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Stop it, Cher.